Hello, folks, it's me. I'm Biggy and I'm back. And this is Let's Replay Unlimited Saga Myth's Quest, the one unique character panel per one unique panel per character challenge. Great. And if you wanted to see the full playlist, you can actually click on the link where I'm wiggling my thumb right over here and go and watch the whole thing. It's a pretty spicy run so far. And when we last left off, we finished pretty much the rest of the main quest, and we're playing now going to at a point in the game where we're trying to farm for panels and things so we can finish the game in uh, decent time. I'm not sure how much I'm going to do farming, but we'll have to see so until I get to the point where I'm satisfied with all my panels. And yeah, I've been re-rolling this a couple of times, and I'm at the point where I'm pretty happy with the turnout of all these panels. First off, the easiest choice here is Sapphire. Sapphire is not easy by any means, but we found a new seal weapon for her. So now we could actually use our wooden staff, our lazuli staff in battle now. So that's good. The other easy choice now is Stiffen with her dagger panels. I'm liking the fact that we're actually getting some decent panels here. Next up, there we go. Throw on Michelle. And I would love to put it on this panel, but we have a stipulation that we need to replace duplicate tiles if able. We have locksmith duplicated on Tiffin, so we will place this over here. Next up is a couple of these guys. We don't have a very good spot for this for anything at the moment, but she does have a space for a fire familiar, and we could put it there. Unfortunately, we have another character with a fire familiar, and that is Laura. Laura having a fire familiar means that if we want to place a fire familiar, we have to replace it. And this axe panel is not going to come up too often. I'm just going to replace this familiar right over here. And that way, we could actually use the fire familiar in this build and replace this because we have a duplicate fire artist magic tablet on Laura. Yep. Good. That leaves Mythe. Here's a couple interesting things. Water familiar would have been great if we didn't already have another character using it, but we finally could actually finish the line of maps here, and you could see there that the water growth has gone up to 47. Very good. We would love to have swimming on Silver Girl as well, or as a replaceable panel, but we're the only one that we could pick here. Since Eavesdrop's taken, Diffuse is taken, Swimming and Staff Arts is taken, it will be the Wood Arts. Yeah, okay. Yep, we're all set, and I'll be right back after I've done some changes, make some changes to the checklist. There we go. Finally, my brain's kicking back up into gear. But yeah, see each other in a bit. All right, folks, we are back from where we last left off, and I will now show you my most updated unique panels per character challenge checklist, or checklist for short. Oh well, first things first. Good news, we no longer have any duplicates on any characters. That's really, really good. Actually, yeah, that's wrong on the Laura's map here, but never mind. We have no duplicates anymore. So that's very, very... Oh, yeah. All right, folks, we are back, and let's have a look at our checklist over here. There we go. You guys miss it. It's back. Let's go ahead and have a look at what we have for each character. Well, Myth is doing okay with his water tablet and line combo of maps. We could hopefully get some more line combos over here for Myth as well, or a better one, depending on what quests we go on. Next up, Tiffin is looking sharp. She's doing okay. We could also gear for some sort of panel on the top left to boost up her strength, but that's not wholly necessary. Next up, Sapphire is doing okay now. Seal Spear is a really good pickup. We could actually try for some level 4 panels in the middle slot here. And let's hope that she might get level 4 Magic Blender. That will boost up her damage even more. But I don't think it's necessary at this point because she's doing quite a fair bit of damage already. Next up though is Grace. We already have a game plan for her, which is on her top right we want to get another familiar, so we've got a line of familiars. And we could also get yeah, I think that'll have to do for now. We could replace also the level 4 magic tablet, level 1 magic tablet of metal there, but we'll see how things turn out. We might not go for a line combo for Grace though. It depends on how things turn out for all of our different characters. Okay, let's put that point aside and have a look at Laura. She's got a couple of her strength and skill stats. Yeah, mostly the strength one on the top right that needs a new panel. So that's all good. We might also try to replace the kick panel with another panel that we haven't used yet. If we get a phobia panel or a pacifist panel or some sort of negative panel to put it down on the bottom right there, that would be great as well. Next up, Silver Girl is doing okay. She's still to learn her level 4 tablet, and a level 1 wood tablet might be the the distraction that we need for now. But yeah, we could replace a couple of her panels as well. Master Magician's a real good pickup as well for Silver Girl. Yeah, Michelle has a throw, fashion, shield arts, and spear arts. We could replace her fashion panel as well, if we so wish. Next up, we have the unused panels in the right. Aura is still unused, so we could use that as an emergency replacement panel. Road Guide is still unused, and we could actually put Road Guide on Myth in the middle panel to replace the swimming as well. So that will become the replacement tile. We still have the level 4 metal tablet to look out for, and all the level 3 tablets. The only tablet that we aren't allowed to use at the moment is level 2 wood, which is fine. We could find some other good tablets to use there. But anyways, we've got toughness and recovery to look out for, and all the rare master fighters, master technician skills. But that is besides the point. I think it is now time for me to just show off my haul with what I did with all of my characters. Oh, let me just move to the screen here. Yeah, there we go. I'll look at our equipment. First off, if I wanted to sell all my stuff here, I've got a ton of black axes and black staves and some steel stuff. We've got a random diamond, hopefully could make it into a roadster. And we've got a bunch of marcasite for repairing things. Our angelite rings we could now sell because there's no real use for them anymore on all of our characters. We've got a random cloth armor we could always sell. But yeah, I'm good for money, even though it looks like I don't have much over here right now, but I could always sell all that stuff to get it all back and make maximum amount of money. But cash points aside, we've got everybody kind of set up for the final quest for that kind of gear already. The only thing we're missing are a couple of obsidian armlets, and that's all good. We could get those after we do a couple of side quests. But here we go. We've got Mythe with his water support dagger, his water support shield, and the fairy shield. Remember that, turn it into silver, get the water support unlocked first before flipping it to fairy shield. That way you could keep the heal -5 stat line here. instead of the -25 you get from a fairy silver, from a normal silver shield. Not from a fairy silver shield, that's right. Anyways, black armlets here, heal +5, wood arts, water support, life protection with, yep. So we have water arts here, wood arts here on the black armlet, and metal arts on the obsidian armlet. So that he could use a supersonic that happens to have randomly. We also have silver helm. Oh, just give me a sec while I reconnect my camera. All right. Silver helm, rock mail, silver boots. The silver helm and silver boots is the more important thing. And if we happen across a merman mail for Mythe, he'll work out as well, because Mythe does have Thunderbringer. So it's probably a better single target spell than the ice needles here. Right, up next we've got Tiffin. She has a random black ball, so she could use random arrow shots if she needs to. We're not gonna unlock any skills on it though. It's just for use in random battles. We've got Stunner and Dice here. We've got black armlets. We might luck out actually and get something like Weapon Meister, but I kind of highly doubt that. And we're still missing an obsidian armlet for her here. Nothing too like a hard for her. Next up, we have a wood support on Sapphire here. She also has fire arts, so you could use Holy Seal if she wishes. She also has water arts on Angelite Ring, so you could use Purify. And we have Angelite Ring instead of the Damascus, because wood support is better on Sapphire here. And last but not least, Obsidian Armlet with Forbidden Arts, so she could use the random bit of Seal of the Abyss that she has learned, that she will learn after she finishes her tablet. And at this point, we might be interested in replacing her tablet as well with another tablet if we decide to do that, so that her tablet becomes available for other characters to use in Silver Girl. But that being said, we have an Obsidian Armlet over here for Silver Girl, so she could use Forbidden Arts, which she has yet to learn. Some wood arts here, which she has still yet to learn, and some fire arts, which she has yet to learn. Yeah, but also a random water arts, the bilks here, because we had it left over from all the other characters. But yeah, you can notice that I've gotten everybody set up with bilks now. I like the physical evasion versus the extra 7% evasion that we're going to actually get here. I know 7% is actually quite huge for a increase in evasion, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Laura has a dragon scale sword and a black axe, so she could try using some black axe attacks here, and we could look for a quest that we could do that we could spark some more skills on her. And of course, dragon scale spear, random other bit of bilks here. Also lucked out and got some twisted hydra skin on Michelle, which is real cool. It's important that she has all this life protection if possible. And we also, if you looked at the items that I have here, we have a random bit of diamond, and if we get another bit of diamond, we could slowly roll for Roadster, which is a better shield on her. But okay, that's enough of me talking about my character's builds. I need to go off and do some tablet farming over in the abandoned castle. So I guess I'll see you guys in a bit, and I'll decide then on what quest I would use to get our character some nice panels. Most likely it's going to be something short and sweet, but if there's nothing, then I'll figure it out by then. Alright folks, be right back. Alright folks, we are back. Did some tablet farming off screen. I haven't seen them, of course, of what tablet I'm going to get, but yeah, use the same old method as before. And I decided to go on a short quest with a relatively short turn counter, but a really strong boss. So hopefully this will turn out better for us. Yep. And the cool thing about this little quest, of course, is that it has the link to Far. Far being one of the lions mentioned here. Of course, we're just gonna use good old, yeah, learning a couple of magic spells already. Shock here, Power Surge there, Ice Needle, of course, but let's just stick with Boulder for her. Next up, we'll just use Fire Veil, and we'll use Ice Needles, Thunderbringer, and Michelle could try to use Throw, see if she learns anything new or not. That being said, start off with a Fire Veil, slow everything down here, raise the sun. Missile Guard would be an interesting choice too. But let's just go ahead and just... Nice! Velocity throws learned. It was also very likely that we're just going to get some really nice panels at the... Oh, nice. Right. As you can see here, Mythe only has Detect Blood to learn. Trickle over here. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do some more fights here. Be right back. Yep. We have a little bunch of old crates here. Let's go ahead and use some of our skills here. I like the song here as well, so I'm just going to speed things up. Just a bunch of Guckies. Yeah, we'll do okay here. Let's just stick to using Shock, of course. Silver Girl still uses Fire Veil. It's gonna be a while until we unlock some tablets for her. Ice Needles, Thunderbringer, Throw. And let's see how much this takes out. Nice. It's good they didn't take out everything. I mean, it's... such little damage. It's not good. Right, so Tiffin here could use her random arrow shots. Oh, she's, yeah, she has phobia of beasts. I just remembered. Okay, Laura needs to do rear blades. And just do a couple random arrow shots here. Nice. And we just go through the entire thing, one by one. Okay, that was a little bit too trigger happy there, that's fine. A couple more rounds with Laura here. Come on, should have used Poppy. Oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Alright, Laura's a bit confused at the moment, so let's just have we shall use our multi-poke dragon spear instead. Why is she missing? Nice. Oh, we also got now poison. Very good. Very cool. Let's also use one bit of diplomacy here. See if we can unlock something new. And we got a battle anyways, so I'll be right back. I just realized that Silver Girl's not actually learning her tablet, is she? Okay, I was wondering why that was. Completely forgotten that I'll need to use Sharp Eye here first. Yep, use Diffuse. It's fine. And then Silver Girl could use Fortune Teller a couple of times. And a couple of times it did me once. Let's move the dresser. I will fight this giant beast again. Be right back. Okay, let's see. 27 turns, so we could rest up a little bit. Let's have a look at the status here. Yeah, she's back to normal. That's good. No longer confused. Let's go ahead and pop this insect right here. And I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Heal once. Yep. Smell sickens me. Remove the sword. It hurts. Hurts too much. The betrayal of my followers. Live by the sword. Die by the sword. Honor the code even in death. Now hear this. I am the Edgelord. The complete Edgelord. Regal Lion. Regalione. Alright. So that on the side, let's choose Boulder. Fire Veil. Ice Needles. Missile Guard. And then, no, most of this will be slashes, so never mind that. Thunderbringer. And a multi-poke. Start off by slowing things down. This is what the Fire Veil does. Whew. That shield. Ow. Come on, Silver Girl. Wow, they're taking a lot of HP damage, not a lot of LP damage though, which is good. So let's see if we can combo things here. 1, 2, and then 3, 4. Okay. And I managed to hit the Pin Dragon instead of the Focus Wild, but it's fine. Already 4 LP, very nice. Laura could try a couple of time lapses. Let's see if we could unlock some new skills on her. Comboing into it is not very smart, but that's all well and good. I might need to pick a new save state here. Like over here. Because I don't want to kill it before I'm trying to unlock her axe skills. I wonder what's the rate of unlocking skills here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see if I determine, like, sometimes disabling this helps. No, it doesn't look like it's going to trigger. That's fine. We could try again. Well, got a bit of scale out of that. Oh, why did it suddenly full screen on me? Alright, I figured the body was the tormented soul had been haunting the mayor ruthlessly, so let me just see. Pick a different state. Yep, Regal Lion. Just give me a sec, folks. Right. So Regal Lion haunted him a long time ago. Legendary Thief, Regal Lion, okay. The three followers were Blue-Eyed Vernal Lion. So the mayor's one of these three. And Far is the other. Yep, they killed the Regal Lion. And it re-saves the state right over here. Got a mystical orb. And some panels. Oh boy, okay. Oh man. It had to be a duplicate, didn't it? It had to be a duplicate, of course. Holy Warrior Scroll, though. That's interesting. It is a level 3? It's a level 3 metal scroll. It has supersonic, so Grace would probably want it. Pacifist. Punch. Monger. What are these panels? Come on, what are these panels? That's disgustingly bad panels. Not even a level 4 panel in sight. Level 4 dagger. Oh man, starting to regret coming on this shorter quest now. I think it is true then when they say that some characters have a tendency to drop some more panels than others. Alright. We're forced to replace the level 4 dagger with a level 3 one. Same here with the axe. This is going to be tougher than I imagined, isn't it? Yeah, this will be real tough. Does anybody have quick fix? Nobody has quick fix, right? Nobody has quick fix. Yeah. Okay. So that's one panel we could try to replace, but we need to replace this tablet first, don't we? I wanted to replace this so we could have a kick panel up top. Hmm. Dagger, eavesdrop, locksmith. Yeah, this increases skill a little bit, but we're not going for that build anymore. All right, I think I'll reset this a couple of times to get the panels I like. Seal bows is actually interesting. Seal axes is pretty interesting because this will unlock a couple of new panels for some of our characters for us to use in the future. Yeah, I think I'm probably forced to pick a couple of these, but seal up. We wanted this on her. Seal. This reduces the stat a little bit. This improves the stat a little bit, but do I dare? No, I haven't finished learning Aegis Shield yet. I was gonna say pop Holy Garden Guadagnini's tablet right onto Myth as well. Let me just check what happens if I put a level 3 tablet on Sapphire here. No, not significant loss of wood, but we're giving up that for a more rounded damage, and we could actually use this tablet on another character. It is an interesting choice. Hmm. It's a significant loss in uh yeah, go with the Holy Warrior Scroll if we so wish. Oh, we can't because we've got magic tablets to remove. Yikes, putting this on the magic stat seems like a horrible idea as well. Oof. Big yikes all around. All right, I'll be back once I made my decision. All right, I've been re-rolling a couple of times, and I'm not seeming to get any better panels. And this is probably the best one I'm gonna get for now. Is a level 4 Sharp Eye, and this will improve different skills significantly, and that'll boost her damage up as well. So let's stick with that. Next up, we have, let's see, Earth and Fire Familiars, which means we have, let me just look through here, a Metal Familiar unused. That will also mean, unfortunately, we'll replace this X panel with a Metal Familiar. Um, yeah, it's sad, but actually, because we can't do that yet, um, we'll actually need to come back to Grace here. Pop down the Holy Warrior Scroll over the Fire Tablet. Yeah, because it's a duplicate. We're forced to place it over here anyways. Yeah, I would love to make it a joint combo, but we can't exchange it without removing some tablets first. So let's place this here. Next up, um, we will, because Laura, um, let's pop this over here where the X arts is. Again, this is very, very unfortunate because it's a necessary thing to do if we're going to do this, put X arts over here instead of the punch. Um, then a punch panel right where the fashion goes. This is probably as strong as we're going to get Michelle, unless we get a level 4 punch, higher level spear panels as well. Next up, the remaining characters are Mythe, and we're forced to pick panels that other characters have already owned. So it's a level 4 sword arts for 1, water familiars. Yeah. Water familiar and move familiar we can't place. Architect we can't place. Daggers we can't place. Sharp eyes we can't place. Yeah, I think at this point we're forced to pick kick, I think. I would just love to put one of these down. Or should I just make an executive decision and say, hey, since we can't place any characters down, I'll need to actually place one of these two. Is that allowed? Well, it is my particular run. That's just such a... Yeah, I cannot choose another panel another character owns, but this just seems so cheesy for me to actually just pick, say, okay, can pick another character panel another character owns, but hey, I've got no more choices at this point. I might as well pick the best ones available, right? Yeah, otherwise I won't be able to finish this quest, like, ever. Right, so the Forest Philosopher's tablet, huh? Okay, let me think this through. This will boost the spoot up to 25. Fire up to 25. 25. Earth is not getting boosted much more. So never mind that. Yep, has to be this. And the Guaragdini's one's gonna be here, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. There's no better place to put it. Oh well, Silver Girl, you'll have to do with the best panel available. That's so cheesy. I like it. Right. We're all set. Save. And then just override everything. But that'll probably mean I want to spend a lot of time farming magic and try to upping my monster rank, which admittedly was one of my worst mistakes here by not trying to up the rank of monster rank during the main quest. So right now I'm in a bit of a bind looking for quests with strong monsters now. Yeah, but I was gonna spend some time. Let me just look through some of our available side quests here. I probably want to spend some time on... I might actually tackle a wonder at this point in time, just so that my monster rank goes up and we learn some magic spells. It's an interesting thought. The other option is just to go for it. Yeah, I think going for it might be the actual choice now. Let me just check my equipment. No, we don't have, we're missing 1 and 2 obsidians. Let me just check the shop real quick and come up with a game plan to see if we actually have any, if we have 2 more bits of obsidian, then we'll just go ahead and jump into the finale, I think. So I'll be right back. Just wanted to show off here, casually selling all these bits of Damascus here, and a random bit of quartz maybe. Getting a substantial amount of money, max money pretty much, and yeah, we're all good. All that for a piece of, for a pair of socks. So that's just a little bit of a fun thing there, and we were asking him for a ton of discount as well. Alright, any more obsidian? I'll figure that out. Let me just check. Be right back. Alright, interesting turn of events here. I do not have enough obsidian to finish the quest. Like, I need 1 more. So it does seem like I need to do at least 1 more quest, and I probably want to do a quest with a long-term limit and with a bunch of treasure chests. So it's probably gonna be either, I think Titan's Flute will probably be my go-to quest here. I might unlock some new, oh wait, I replaced my axe panel, so didn't I? Just saying I might unlock some new skills. But yeah, Titan's Flute seems like a good choice. Leia Torless's Tower is also another good choice. Has a bunch of strong monsters in it. So I think longer quests are the way to go. But I am tempted to tackle a couple more wonders. I'm not sure if the Flying Island is available. Or something similar, because Flying Island seems like the shortest stuff of all these ones. Well, not really, but you know what I mean. Nickel Lines is another good one as well. Yeah, I might go for Nickel Lines. But that's probably going to wait until next time. Alright folks, it's me, I'm Biggy, and I'll be back next time. Thanks anyways for joining for today. Oh, I didn't do any member shoutouts, so I guess I'll do it now. Firstly, thank you Ep.11 for being a top tier member at the decision makers level. You get to flex your choice on what you actually want to watch on the channel. Sorry I haven't uploaded any Darkest Dungeon recently, but them's the breaks right now. I think this game's a little bit more popular. But I want to thank you Curabell, Random Manta, and Sephiroth Vale also for being members, and any other members that have joined since the time of recording. You guys get cool badges and emojis, and you also get to watch all my videos very early. So that's always a nice bonus. But if you want to support me in any other way, it's just 3 simple clicks. You can click the like button if you enjoy the video. You can click subscribe if you want to see more of my stuff. And you can click on the bell notification icon to get notified for when I go live or whenever I upload. Anyways, folks, thanks for joining in. It's me, I'm Biggy, and I'll be back next time. Bye for now. Oh, the music's flashing. Give me a sec. Much better.